there, Pam Coburn-Litvak here. If you suffer from a mood disorder like depression or anxiety, it's important to fight it with every tool available. That includes the food you eat. Part 5 of my series on food and mood is based on a recent study done by researchers at the University of Toronto and Columbia University. Out of the 34 known essential nutrients in our food, they identified 12 that are the most important in treating and preventing depression. We will cover the first 6 in this video and the rest in the next. Vitamin B9, also known as folate, helps to make the feel-good brain chemicals like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. It also breaks down something called blood homocysteine that damages blood vessels. High homocysteine levels block blood flow to the brain, which may kill off brain cells and weaken brain function. Clinical research has linked low folate to poor brain function and higher risk of dementia. Folate also tends to be too low in depressed individuals. On the other hand, folate supplements improve brain function, and when combined with antidepressant drug therapy, folate helps to improve depressive symptoms. So how much folate should we have every day? The recommended daily allowance for folate for adult men and women is 400 micrograms. For pregnant women, it's 600, and for breastfeeding women, it's 500. The best folate sources are soybeans and tofu, as well as other beans and lentils. Great fruit and vegetable sources include asparagus, spinach, artichokes, broccoli, and avocados. Our brain needs iron to make serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. Iron also helps to insulate our brain cells, which increases their signaling speed. Iron deficiency, on the other hand, can cause brain cells to die. This is of particular concern during brain development, because iron deficiencies during this time can cause long-term effects in brain areas involved in memory and decision-making. Population studies show that as iron intake goes down, risk of depression goes up. The adequate intake for adult men is 8 milligrams. For adult women, it's 18 milligrams. For pregnant women, it's 27 milligrams. Iron is found in lean meats and seafood, but there are plenty of vegetarian sources as well, like nuts and seeds, beans, dark chocolate, spinach, and fortified breads and cereals. Too much iron can be toxic because it creates free radicals and oxidative damage. So while it's important to get enough iron, we also don't want to get too much. The safe upper limit for adults is 45 milligrams a day. The third nutrient on the list, omega-3 fatty acids, were covered in Part 4 of this series. The FDA recommends getting 3,000 milligrams a day of omega-3s, especially the longer kinds, EPA and DHA. Omega-3 rich foods include walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, and fish like salmon, herring, trout, and tuna. Magnesium plays a role in many of the brain pathways that control our mood. A recent study that followed patients for 20 years reported that those with the lowest magnesium intake had the greatest depression risk. Clinical studies show that magnesium improves depressive symptoms. The recommended daily allowance for adult men is 420 milligrams. For adult women, including those who are breastfeeding, is 320, and for pregnant women is 360. The best magnesium sources include dark leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard, nuts and seeds, especially pumpkin seeds, beans, especially lima and soybeans, tuna, and brown rice. Potassium helps to generate the electrical signals the brain uses to communicate, and also regulates how serotonin gets produced and used. Diets that emphasize getting adequate potassium from fruits, vegetables, and low-fat dairy have been shown to reduce risk of depression. The recommended daily allowance for adult men and women, including pregnant women, is 4,700 milligrams. For breastfeeding women, it's 5,100. The best potassium sources include dark leafy greens, especially beet greens, spinach, and Swiss chard, fish like salmon, beans, especially white, lima, and soybeans, avocados, and acorn squash. Decent sources include low-fat dairy, mushrooms, and bananas. Selenium is a trace mineral that helps protect the brain from oxidative damage and inflammation, and also influences the production of brain chemicals. selenium supplements have improved depressive symptoms in some clinical trials. The recommended daily allowance for adult men and women is 55 micrograms. For pregnant women, it's 60, and for breastfeeding women, it's 70. High levels of selenium actually contribute to oxidative damage as well as causing other health problems. So the safe upper limit for daily intake is 400 micrograms. By far, the richest source for selenium is Brazil nuts. One handful contains almost 1,000 times what we need each day. Other vegetarian sources include tofu, whole grains, mushrooms, and seeds. Non-vegetarian sources include oysters, fish like tuna and halibut, and lean turkey and chicken. Please like and share this video, and take a few seconds right now to subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching.